Welcome back again. Doing this Hangout on June 6, 2022, because that's today. I'm streaming on that day, so it's perfect name, perfect. Let's create a banner here. Create a banner real quick. Someone commented, but hold on, I just gotta wait a minute as I add this banner here. Wait, actually. Oh, hey, the boy GP. Welcome to the stream. Hold on, let me actually edit this banner. There we go. All right, when we get more people here, we're gonna do some recaps. We're gonna do a recap of some games, some sports games. Yo, the place still.
Yo, what's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, what's up, bro? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, yeah, what's up?
Nothing much. You?
Yo.
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, my mic's kind of cutting out a little.
It can be glitching a little bit, but that's fine.
You want to talk some, like, Red Sox sports or what?
Well, I'm gonna do some recaps from some games yesterday when more people get here.
Okay, bet.
You know what? Never mind. Never mind. I'm just gonna do it now. So everyone, and so as you all know, in yesterday's stream, I had this banner here that said "Go Red Sox, sweep the Athletics, and go Celtics defeat the Warriors." Well, only one of those occurred. So the Boston Celtics, unfortunately, they didn't win Game 2. They couldn't take the 2-0 series lead.
Yeah, that sucks.
Instead, the Warriors win Game 2. And they even the series up. But this season now shipping back to Boston for Games 3 and 4. So we'll see how that turns out for them. And yesterday, the Red Sox actually completed the sweep of the Athletics by winning all 3 games against the Athletics. So we completed the sweep of the Athletics, and we're back in the 500 mark. We
Nice.
are 27-27. And today, as you can tell by the banner here, it says "Go Red Sox, defeat the Angels," because that is the team that we're going to be playing for the next 4 days. This series will be taking place in Los Angeles, though. It's in Angel Stadium, so that's how it's going to work.
All right,
I have an real life friend who's an Angels fan, so I actually need us to win this game. I actually need us to win all 4 games. And as a matter of fact, we better win all these games because the Angels are on an 11-game losing streak, and I better not lose to a team that's on an 11-game losing skid.
Hey, Elias, just a quick question. Have you been watching Have you been watching the NCAA baseball regionals?
The what?
The NCAA baseball regionals, college baseball.
Sorry, you're cutting out a little bit.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
Oh, I don't watch college baseball.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I don't watch college baseball.
Do you watch any kind of like college sports or no?
I watch college football. I cheer for these guys.
The Buckeyes. Yeah.
So yeah, this team couldn't get in yesterday, but they did.
Nice. Who do you think's gonna take the NBA Finals? The Warriors or Celtics? I think it's gonna be the Warriors.
Nope.
If the Celtics do win the finals, I think like the MVP.
I need to win. We need to pass the freaking Lakers.
The Lakers are like that is the most overrated team this year. The Lakers like they've always been overrated. And I'm sorry for like Lakers fans, but like they're just overrated, dude. All right, well, Elias, I'm gonna leave, bro. It was fun hanging, but here I'm gonna go back to your stream, but I'm just gonna type in the chat, okay?
Okay.
All right, bro. See ya. Peace.
See ya. So it was nice to see the boy GP hop up in here, but yeah, that's pretty much a recap of yesterday. Red Sox cleared the sweep over the Athletics, but the Warriors even up the series, even up the NBA Finals with the win in Game 2, and yeah, the Celtics couldn't take a 2-0 series lead. And I'm hoping that today the Red Sox can defeat the Angels, as we are going to in their stadium for. They're on an 11-game losing streak. The Angels are, and I haven't in real life read the Angels. Probably at least try to win the series. Series is like it because of how bad the Angels. I'm gonna talk about some down 2 goals in like the second, and then like in the third, uh, Andre Palat, the one of the left wingers for the Lightning, he scored with 41 seconds left in regulation to give the Lightning a 3-2 lead, and that helped Lightning win Game 3, and now they're only down 2-1. But the Rangers are still up in the series. Rangers plenty of time to get late in regulation. It kind of sucks. Like, yeah, but yeah, that's what happened yesterday. And today it is today. Avalanche and the Edmonton Oilers will be playing in Game 4. This game will be taking place in Edmonton, and right now Colorado has a 3-series lead over the Edmonton Oilers. And if they win today, they will complete this. They will sweep the Edmonton Oilers, and they'll be going to the Stanley Cup Final. That is if they win. So yeah, today Colorado has a chance to advance to the Stanley Cup Final as they hold a 3-0 series lead against the Edmonton Oilers right now, but they're gonna have to try to win Game 4. But I don't think that should be a huge deal for them. And yeah, yesterday the Lightning defeated the Rangers to cut the series deficit to 2-1. So that's how the NHL is right now. And why don't I see if I can see any NFL news? Or like mainly Raiders news. I think today, they actually they completed this the first round, like they swept Nashville Predators in round one, and now they have another chance here in the third to do another sweep. In this one, it'll be against the Edmonton Oilers. But can you just imagine if we saw a reverse sweep in the NHL? I mean, that'd be great. I mean, so to be honest, I kind of want Colorado to win this playoff series. I mean, I just brought up the review because it's always crazy when things like this happen. Like, hey, if you just imagine it, it'll be crazy if Edmonton somehow pulled off a reverse sweep. But I kind of hope that Colorado wins this series because the Edmonton Oilers have this NHL player named Evander Kane, who I do not like. I don't like Evander Kane in the NHL. And I mean, the another thing that I don't like about Edmonton is their goal horn. I mean, I don't really like their goal horn too. But I mean, it's just like, I mean, the Edmonton Oilers just have a player on their team that I really do not like. So I just hope Colorado can get the job done and win. So yeah. Um, you know, one YouTuber. So there's this one time can Colorado stop try harding, please? And like what I meant by that is like even the Colorado Avalanche just like they score like so many goals like all the time. Like they always like to blow out teams. Like literally in game one they won 8-6. Like there's been like a ton of games where we score like during the whole season there would be a ton of games when they score like 7 or 6 goals or like maybe eight, like they score so many goals and like to blow out teams. But like I still hope Colorado wins this series. But like what I mean is like if Colorado like win the series without having to absolutely destroy. Like, can they just win normally and like not have to like completely destroy them? Because like Colorado is just a bunch of tries. I mean, I do hope that they win this playoff series, but there's just a bunch of tryhards. Like seriously. But yeah, the Avalanche are one win away from going to the Stanley Cup. I think they're going to get it done today. I mean, I really hope the Rangers eliminate the Lightning. I mean, even though Rangers win that series, if it's the Colorado Avalanche and the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup, that would honestly be a great matchup because they're both really good teams. But it's just like the Lightning already won it 2 times in a row, so we just want to see the Lightning leave and just try to, and hopefully the Rangers can get it done. I mean, honestly, yeah. Not only do I hope the Rangers win just because they're playing the Lightning and the Lightning already won 2 straight. But the New Rangers have a player on their team that used to be on the Vegas Golden Knights. His name is Ryan Reeves, and if his team went to the Stanley Cup final and even won, I feel happy for him. But yeah, we're just gonna be patient and like we just gotta be patient and wait for people to come in here. I mean, I had the boy GP come in here, but I think he had to like go. Yeah, but it was nice that he was here for a little bit. So yeah, I really hope the Red Sox can sweep the Angels. The only thing that sucks about the NHL playoffs right now is that this team's not in the playoffs right now. That's fine, I guess. I hope we're better next year. Hold on, I'm adding another profile picture for this StreamYard. I saw Pay Productions use this profile picture one time, and it was kind of funny when he used it. So I just kind of want to use it as well. But I hope he's not mad at me if I do it. Like, do y'all remember this? Y'all remember this when he did this one? He used this Pac-Man, this pixel Pac-Man thing on one of his StreamYards, and like it was kind of funny. So I was like, you know what? Why not? I just do one. Yeah, I mean, I hope that is like it. I mean, I didn't take it, but like, because I mean, obviously he also did it by going on the internet and finding it, but it was just funny when he had it. So I just like, you know what? Why not have that? Why not use this Pac-Man? Like someone's probably just gonna pop up here like, and they're probably gonna be like, "What the freak does Elias have in that profile picture? What is that?" I'm gonna be like, "Dude, it's Pac-Man. You've seen Pac-Man before. Don't be stupid." If you take a look at his eyes there, that's actually like his eyes are like the his eyes are like the Pac-Man in like the original game, like the very first one. Where I mean, you know what I mean, right? But honestly, I'm gonna switch. You know, I'm just gonna switch back to this one for now. I'll probably switch back to the Pac-Man one when I'm in here. Pay Productions to come back to YouTube. And you remember that YouTuber CRC Sportsman? He hasn't posted in a while. I don't know where he is. Tried commenting on his newest video. Well, not his newest video. I mean like his like the newest video that he made so far, which was made like 7 months ago. I commented on it like 7 days ago, and I was like, "Bro, where are you? We want more Madden content." I mean, I don't know where he is. I mean, either he quit or he just lost interest or something. Like, no, people have actually tried to talk to him, and like he hasn't been responding to anything. He hasn't been responding to any of them. Like, yeah, that's just how things are right now. My cherry really spooky sometimes. Oh yeah, speaking of Colorado, speaking of like that Evander Kane player I was talking about in like the Avalanche and the Oilers game 3 that I was talking. Evander Kane's not going to be playing in the must-win game in game 4 because he got suspended for boarding the Colorado player Nazem Kadri, I think. Is that how you pronounce his name? I think so. Like Kadri or whatever. But yeah, he's suspended for game 4 before boarding that Avalanche player. Because I mean, just Evander Kane's like such a dirty. So was Ryan Reeves when he was on our team, but I mean, like if you have like a player on your team who likes to put hit, like he's a really dirty player, then like that's definitely like he's like you'd probably be okay with him since he always likes to fight. But like if there's like any other player that could be dirty, and like it's like a team in your division or like he puts a hit on like your player, then you could probably like just hate him or something. Like Evander could be on the Sharks, and like yeah, he would always play dirty when they would play us, and that just mean him so much. Like a bunch of those hits, like sometimes they can just like if you see a player like putting it really dirty, he puts a hit on like one of your players, he could like piss you off or something. And like if they constantly do it, that's just a reason to hate them. That's why I don't like Evander Kane. A lot of people must be busy today. I mean, just give them patience. Or like some people could probably be at school. Like maybe school's not over for them. Yeah, the only thing that would go that's today for sports is just the Red Sox and the Angels playing. Like Celtics are playing today. Golden Knights are in the playoffs. It's an NFL season, so that's pretty much. And it's not college football season either. So the Red Sox are basically the only team that I root for that is playing today. So yeah, that's why I have this profile pic. That's why I'm having this profile picture up for most of the time. Do I want to watch college football next season? I mean, I just have I have the profile picture for Ohio State since that's the team that I basically cheer for. Like that's the team I was cheering for last season. But in my first year of college football, the Ohio State they uh they lost to Oregon at home and they lost to Michigan. That's two losses. So I mean, do I want to continue watching college football and like just pray that nothing else happens or something? Come to think of it, in that Michigan game, the game where Ohio State lost to Michigan, this one guy, I can't remember his name. His last name was like Haskins. And like he had like 5 rushing touchdowns. Like he had 5 touchdowns. Like our defense was just like our defense could not do anything. And, like I feel like for Ohio State, like the two losses that they took were were the two losses that they took from like Oregon and Michigan. I feel like what the issue was for that like, those games was like they took like too many flags. Like they just had like so many flags that cost them like get the ball back or something. And like well I feel like the Michigan game that us taking too many flags that was probably the issue. But for the Oregon game, for some reason, I think why are we doing that? Like we could have just kicked the field goal and gotten points. Like you see, for Ohio State, on like their opening possession, they decided to go for it on 4th and 7, try to get a touchdown, even though they were in field goal range. Like they didn't get it. Like literally on their opening drive, they tried to get a touchdown. And they just they just didn't get it. Like they just went for it on 4th down like too many times. Like it was and Ryan Day was just acting like Brandon Staley in that game, going for it on 4th down. Aggressive. I remember that one last time. Well, and like there's one game that we played. It was like Ohio State versus Nebraska. Uh, dude, that game was scary. Like, we should have been able to blow that team out. Like we got lucky in that game. Like we almost sold the game. Seriously, like not seriously, we almost sold that game. Like the final score of that game was like 20 was Ohio State 26, Nebraska 17. Like see, like we almost lost to Nebraska. Like no, that was not a fun game to watch. Like even though we still won, that was not a fun game to watch at all. Cause we almost lost to Nebraska. I mean, we still won, but it's just like it was so nerve-wracking. Like it just wasn't fun to have that feeling. And I mean, and then in the Rose Bowl, we almost lost. Well, in the Rose Bowl, I mean, Utah's a good team, but I feel like we probably would have gotten a lot of hate if we lost that game. Like we pulled off a pretty good comeback. Like it was like that was actually like Ohio State got like the game-winning field goal and like they completed the comeback by winning the game 48-45 and they won the Rose Bowl. Like I feel like if we had lost that game, we probably would have gotten a lot of hate because it's like because it would have been like you guys lost to Oregon, you guys lost to Michigan, and now you guys couldn't even win the bowl to Utah. I mean, Utah's not even a bad team, but still, I feel like we would have gotten a lot of hate if we lost that game. And in the Rose Bowl, I think there was more Utah fans there than Ohio State fans because of where it was located. I mean, I can't remember where it was located, but I think it was like closer to Utah, and like I think like in the Rose Bowl there were more Utah fans than Ohio State fans. So like, yeah, you can probably consider us the away team in that game. But like, yeah, it was still a good way to pull off the W, like coming back, stuff like that. So yeah, pretty nice. Like, not seriously, like in that Rose Bowl, the halftime score was Utah had 35 and Ohio State had 21. Like, dude, we need to step up. I feel like like if we had lost that game, I probably would have made a raging video on my first channel. But we got the job done, so I didn't. Yeah, I mean I guess that was a good way to end the season after winning the ending the season, winning the Rose Bowl. That's pretty good. I'm actually gonna look Ohio State's the list of Ohio State football seasons to see how they've been doing in the past few years. Like guys, if you like Wikipedia, like this team's like all of these team seasons, and like you go to Wikipedia, they'll show you like all the seasons that they've had, and like they'll show you how they were doing. Oh man, we've been in the Rose Bowl so many times. So it looks like in many of our years we just been playing in bowl games. We probably didn't go to the playoffs that many times. Because like in college football, there's only 4 teams that go to the playoffs, and I don't understand that. There's so many college football teams, and there's only 4 teams that go to the playoffs. Work. But then I guess I mean I guess that makes. But I mean I guess then these all these other teams, if your team like still did really well, you still go to a bowl. Like there is a chance that you do like so bad that you don't go to the playoffs and you don't even get to go to a bowl. Like it's like the playoffs. It's like so it seems like for college football, you're either going to the playoffs, you're bowl eligible, or you're bowl ineligible, which means you don't even make the bowl. In 2012, we were 12-0, and we were still ineligible for a bowl. I'm literally looking at the all-time schedule right now. Well, not all-time schedule. I'm looking at every single year that Ohio State played on Wikipedia, and in 2012, it said that we went 12-0, but we were wait, is that what it says? Actually, hold on, I got to take a closer look. I couldn't. Give me a minute. Where was it? Where was it? Yeah, no, it says in 2012 we were 12-0 and bowl eligible still in 2014 against the Oregon Ducks. I guess in 2014 we won the championship over the. It said that we beat them 2-20. Wait, Urban Meyer used to be our coach. Kind of interesting. I mean, Ohio State's like a pretty good team, and like, but I heard that Urban Meyer was not good with the fired or something. I mean, I'm surprised he did that well. So, yeah. And then I remember in 2020 we lost to the championship to Alabama. It's what happened. So Ohio State has won 8 national championships. They won in 1942. Wait, is that right? Yeah, it says they won 8. And our latest one was the one in 2014, where we beat the chip over the Oregon Ducks in 2014. And the final score was 42-20. So is there like any possible way that like if any Oregon fan comes up to me and tries match, could I like still say that well, we beat you guys in chip in 2014. We take it. I don't. I mean, it was in 2014. That was like 8 years ago. Like some of the YouTube friends that I have right now, they probably didn't even care about college football back then. So I don't think that's even gonna work. But yeah, that's our. It seems like that's our latest. That's the latest 42-20. It must be so difficult to go to the playoffs since there's only 4 teams. Like all of these other teams are just all they do is just they just play in a bowl game, and like some other teams they just didn't do well at all that they don't even get to go to a bowl, like they're bowl ineligible. And I feel like sometimes the bowls that make sometimes they have weird names like last college football, and there's this one bowl. It was called the Cheez It Bowl, and Clemson won that bowl, but like that was a weird name for a bowl. And like I think there was this one bowl that was named the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl, and I'm like, what are these names? What are these names for the bowl? Like the bowl that Ohio State played in was a Rose Bowl, and that sounded like a cool name still. So yeah, I'd accept that name. But like, why would you name a bowl a Cheez It? Like Cheez It doesn't sound right at all, and neither does the Jimmy Kimmel LA Bowl. Like, how does that work? Doesn't make any sense? Doesn't make any sense for a bowl. Yeah, that was. I guess that was a good talking about Ohio State, especially the fact that I got an Ohio State shirt for Christmas. Did I wear it on the day of the bowl? I think I did. I'm still waiting for people to. I'm still waiting for like more people to show up so that I can show them this. Just like so like they can laugh at this one or like. Well, I mean, it's not like anything to laugh at, but they're probably just gonna be like, what? Just But I'm just probably gonna have it on this for now, since this team's playing today. Hmm. The Warriors, they just blew us out in game 2. Embarrassment. No one's gonna say bless you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nobody's even in here. Nobody's even near me. I'm kidding. Hey, I've been live for 40 minutes. Let's go. Hmm. I gotta take a. I'm gonna take a look at. You know what? I'm gonna take a look at Ohio State's football schedule for the next season. Ohio State football schedule. So, so the order for the schedule is we play Notre Dame, then we play Arkansas State, then we play Toledo, then we play Wisconsin, then we play Rutgers, then we play Michigan State, then we play Iowa, then we play Penn State, then we play Northwestern, then we play Indiana, then we play Maryland, and then we play Michigan. I heard that the fact of how we I heard the fact of like since that Michigan and Ohio State are rivals, then they're having us play every year because they're our rivals. So seems like they're making us. Seems like they're having us play every year. Apparently, just bring the rivalry on, sir. Just have this keep going. I think. Hold on, I'm gonna take a closer look at the schedule. I'm gonna make my. I'm gonna make the predictions in my head, and I'm gonna tell you guys. So let me have a look here. I could probably. I'm probably gonna tell you guys. I'll probably like have. I'll probably tell y'all like the best record that we could have and the worst record that we could have. Okay, let me look. So I think the best record that we could have is 12-0, obviously, or like wait. Yeah, I think the best record that we could probably get is 12-0, but I think the worst record we could possibly get for this season is 9-3. Like I think there's honestly a chance we could lose to Notre Dame, we could probably lose to Iowa, and we could probably lose to Michigan. I mean, I hope we don't lose to Michigan, but there's just honestly a chance that we could since they defeated us last year. And like the game where we play Penn State and Michigan State, that could be those two games could honestly be pretty close too. But I think Ohio State could honestly hang on and win those two games. I mean, honestly though, like literally last season when it was like Michigan State and Ohio State, everybody thought it was gonna be a close game because they had like the same record. I think those both of those teams were like trying to fight for a playoff spot, and but like we just blew them out 56-7. Like that was kind of funny, not gonna lie. Like we just like everybody thought that game was gonna be so close, but then we just blew them out 56-7. So I think when we play Michigan State this year, this year, this time when we play Michigan State, it's in Michigan State. Like when we beat them 56-7, it was in Ohio State, but this time it's in Michigan State. So yeah. I heard that there's this one team in college football. Their name's like the Oklahoma Sooners. Like how you say them. I mean, like I'll just call them Oklahoma. So I heard like college football. There's this team in Oklahoma, and I heard that like most of the wins that they got from last season, they were like they would like how do I say this? Like most of the wins that they got from like most of the wins that Oklahoma got from last they barely beat like most of their games were like really close, but like they almost lost to some bad teams. I heard that they almost lost to Tulane and they almost lost to Kansas. Like, hold on, I'm gonna look at how they did in what year? 2020 or 2021? 2021, yeah. Okay, yeah, let me have a look here. So yeah, I've heard that like last season Oklahoma was like really lucky for most of their wins since they barely beat some teams that weren't even ranked, and when they were ranked, like they were probably like they were like one of the luckiest teams to be ranked or something like that. Like taking a look at some of the stuff here, like Tulane, like Oklahoma, they barely beat Tulane. The final score is 40-35. They barely beat Nebraska at home, and the final score was Oklahoma 23, Nebraska 16. But hey, we almost lost to Nebraska, but it was in Nebraska. Like Ohio State barely beat Nebraska too, so I can't really make fun of them for that. Oklahoma barely beat West Virginia. It was like 16-13, so like maybe it was a game-winning field goal. I don't know. They barely beat Kansas State, and it was like 37-31. They barely beat Texas. It was 55-48. They barely beat Kansas. Final score was 35-23. And then their undefeated streak came to an end when they lost to they lost to Baylor 27-14, and like that was Oklahoma's first loss. But yeah, it's like I took like some of the like if you like I remember some videos that Pay Productions made, and like they were on Oklahoma, and like I think he said something like for last season, like Oklahoma was like one of the luckiest teams to like still be ranked and like get and like have a really good record and like get all these wins. Like as I'm looking at like their games from last season, I can see what he means, because like most of the wins that they have were like they were came like they all like most of them came like so close, and like most of these were like some of them were against teams that like were really terrible, like they weren't even ranked. Like it seems like they barely beat Tulane, they barely beat Nebraska, they barely beat West Virginia, they barely beat Kansas State, they barely beat Texas. And like it seems like the biggest team that they barely beat was Kansas. Like it's like it's like well, Kansas is good in college basketball, but in football they're not so good. And like people were like, how did and like when Oklahoma like barely beat them, it was like 35-23. They were like, how did Oklahoma almost lose this game? And, like a bunch of people have been saying that like Oklahoma was like one of the luckiest teams to try. Like Oklahoma was like one of the luckiest teams to still be ranked and go to a bowl. And like they ended their season winning the Alamo Alamo Bowl. Is that how you pronounce that? Like yeah, but yeah, Oklahoma, they still went to a bowl, even though like most of their games were close. Like they were lucky enough to still make it to a bowl. And like they won their bowl. Like they won the bowl called the Alamo Bowl, I think is that how you pronounce it. And like they defeated Oregon in that bowl 47-32. And I was kind of hoping that Oklahoma would win that just because of what Oregon did to us that season. Like Oregon upsetting us, like when Oregon pulled off that upset in our stadium, like yeah, that kind of sucks. So I was honestly hoping that Oklahoma would win that game, and they did. So yeah, Oklahoma defeated Oregon 47-32 in the Alamo Bowl, and kind of liked it since just because Oregon upsetted us that season. So I was like, yeah, yeah, and we won our bowl, so that was pretty good. Hey, yeah, that's just a lot about college football. Maybe I should talk about more. Mhm. One of the teams that I thought was going to do really good last season was Clemson. Like, like to be honest, if I'm gonna be honest, I in the 2021 season, I thought Clemson was gonna do. I thought Clemson was actually gonna be one of the teams that would do like really really well and like make the playoffs because like they made the playoffs in 2020, and I mean Ohio State beat Clemson 49-28 that year, and like but then we went to the final and lost. Like I thought, but like I just heard that like when I first got into college football, I heard that Clemson was like a really good team, and like I thought that like they were gonna do really well and like go to the playoffs again, but they didn't. Like they got upset by some teams. Like they got upset by a few teams. Like I don't think this one's considered an upset since they won the national championship this year, but in the season opener, Clemson lost to Georgia 10-3. Like literally the home opener, and they didn't even score a touchdown. The final score was 10-3. So like that must have sucked for Clemson. And like some of the games that Clemson had won, they were against like pretty bad teams, but like it's like they barely beat them as well. Like I heard that Clemson beat Georgia Tech 14-18. It seems like their biggest ups. It seems like their biggest loss of the season, like their most frustrating loss of the season, I think, was like that one loss to NC State where it was like the final score was like 27-21. Final score was 27-21. NC State in double overtime. So like that was probably like Clemson's most frustrating loss of the season since it was an upset. Like yeah, and like I mean I don't really know if like how all these other teams are. Like what Clemson beat Boston College in 19-13, so like that was a close game. Clemson defeats Syracuse 17-14, so that was a close game. And then they lost to Pittsburgh. And then they only beat Florida State by 10 points. It was 30-20. And then they barely beat Louisville. It was 30-24. But then they blew out Connecticut like they should have. 44-7. And then they actually got a pretty good win over Wake Forest. And then in the last week of the just the regular season or whatever you want to call it, they shut out South Carolina 30-0. Like Clemson defeated South Carolina 30-0 because I mean, it seems like right now Clemson owns South Carolina. So like if South Carolina ever beats Clemson, it'll probably be an upset. Like if South Carolina beat Clemson at their in Clemson, that would probably be an upset. And then Clemson ended their season by winning the Cheez-It Bowl 20-13 over Iowa State. But yeah, I thought Clemson would honestly have like a great year and go to the playoffs, but like some of their wins, like yeah, they lost like a few games. They lost like some games that they probably should have won, and like they barely beat some teams. Like they barely beat Georgia Tech. If South Carolina ever beats Clemson, I would probably make a video on it because I think that would be an upset. Oh, would you look at that? South Carolina is playing Clemson again next season, but in the last week, but this time it's going to be in Clemson. I think the biggest moment between Clemson and South Carolina was when Clemson beat South Carolina 56-7. So yeah, that's how Clemson is right now. I've been live for like almost an hour. Not a lot of people have joined. I mean, only the boy GP was the one who joined, but I mean, yeah. Some people just some people just sometimes just like aren't in the mood to join streams right now, which is fine. Or like they could be busy, which is also fine. So yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Ever since I found out that I got streaming back on my second channel, that's pretty much all I've been doing. Like that's all I've been doing. Like I need to more of those Madden videos on my first channel. Like there's still some teams that I have to play. Like ever since that I've been unbanned from streaming on my second channel, like this is all I've been wanting to do lately. But like I need to get back at doing those Madden 21 videos since I'm not even finished with those yet. Like I think I still have to play the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay. The last Madden 21 video that I did, I was playing the Green Bay Packers at home. It's like I still have to play them, and it has to be on the road. So yeah, I need to do more of those Madden 21 videos. Like I have to get them done. So just streaming is really fun though, and like when I found out that I got unbanned from streaming, I was like, oh shoot, I gotta stream some more. Like that's what I've been doing. But yeah, I think I think maybe what I'll do is like if nobody shows up, yeah, if nobody like shows up right now, I mean, so right now this stream is at 56 minutes and 40 seconds. I'm gonna have this go to an hour at least. But like if someone doesn't like show up in like the hour mark, then I'll probably end the stream. I mean, I was still able to talk about stuff though. Like I was still able to like talk about like sports and stuff. Like I was able to talk about NHL, college football, MLB, all that stuff. I did have one person who joined at least, and that was the boy GP. So yeah, that was cool. But yeah, go Red Sox today. Hopefully we can defeat these Angels here. Now will be sweet. It would be great. It would be, honestly be crazy if we swept them because like right now the Angels are on an 11 game losing streak, and if we sweep them, their losing streak will increase to 15 four game since it's a 4 game series. And right now Boston's on a 4 game winning streak. Boston's on a 4 game winning streak right now. So if they win all 4 games against the Angels, they'll be on an 8 game winning streak. And that'll be great too. Like Angels will be on a losing streak, but we'll be on a winning streak. And yeah, as I said, I have an in real life friend who's an Angels fan. So if I beat them and sweep him, I can trash talk to him. We better win, I swear. And I hope we make the playoffs. It seems like we're gonna be one of those teams who's gonna have to fight for a playoff spot. Like we might be a wild card team again, like we were last year. Probably have to be a wild card team again. All right, like maybe 2 minutes away from hitting the hour. 2 minutes away from hitting the hour, or like 1 minute and 10 seconds. I didn't even get to show anybody this one yet. These are all the profile pictures that I have. I have this one. 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 And just today, I decided to make this one because Paper Production used to use a profile picture like this in one of his streams. I was like, you know what? I think it would be cool if I just had that profile picture. So yeah, but most of the time I had this profile picture up because they're the team that's playing today. So yeah, we're 5 seconds away from hitting an hour. And yeah, we just hit 1 hour. I okay, so like nobody showed up. So like so you know what? I think I'm gonna end the broadcast here because I mean, a lot of people didn't join. I mean, at least one person did at least. So, yeah, and I mean, at least I had at least he was able to show. So like that was pretty nice. But it didn't really seem like a lot of people were able to join today, which is fine because sometimes people can be busy and that's fine. So, but I'm gonna end it here. I mean, unless if somebody like randomly pops up, then I'll keep the stream going. But like so for now, but like I'm gonna end the broadcast, and unless if somebody magically shows up, if somebody wants to show up, now's the time to do it because I'm this close to ending the broadcast. So I'm about to do the outro. I'll see you guys on the next broadcast, and yeah, see you later. Bye, and go Red Sox. Let's defeat the Angels today.